Toastmasters and dear guests, good evening.
Good evening.
Firstly, belated Happy Republic Day to each one of you in the room.
Thank you.
On 25th of January, we had the Club Officers Training Program, and for that, it was attended by Toastmaster Chethan, Toastmaster Darshan, Toastmaster Shuba, Toastmaster Shreya, and me, Toastmaster Apoorva. And also, I have one more announcement for all of you present here. We will be having the International Speech Contest and the Evaluation Contest on February 16th. Please contact our VP Toastmaster Shreya to be a role taker or to be a participant. At the earliest, please contact her at the earliest. Hoping to see maximum participations from our club members. Coming to the role takers update for the upcoming week. For the meeting held on 2nd of February, the Toastmaster of the Day role has been booked by Toastmaster Raja. 2 speech slots have been booked by Toastmaster Darshan and Toastmaster Shreya. 2 evaluation slots have been booked by Toastmaster Ujwal and Toastmaster Sachin. All the other roles are open. Contact our VP Toastmaster Shreya to book your roles. I request the Sergeant to take over.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests.
Good evening.
So, before we start, I request everyone to keep their phones on silent. So, today we have a very interesting theme: the nation in us beyond flags and borders. Now, let's say tomorrow you visit a country. It is not the passport or it's not the country they look where you're from. It's the values, it's the way you portray yourself. That is what people see in you. So it is not just about having pride in your nation, but it's also to have the right purpose. That is what truly matters. So it's also important that we put it in our actions. It's not just about words. So it's about having the right purpose, being kind, being courageous. That is what actually matters. So it's beyond just the flags and borders that we talk about. That being said, let me introduce you to someone who is a foodie at heart. She enjoys her savoring good food while maintaining a balance through mindful eating. She holds a BCom degree and a degree in interior design. She's a passionate sports enthusiast. She actively engages herself in badminton, basketball, and table tennis. Fitness is an integral part of her lifestyle. Let's all come together and welcome Toastmasters, new President Toastmasters Apoorva.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sachin. I see few guests in the room. I request you to introduce yourself from wherever you are. Please tell us what you do and how did you get to know about our club.
Hello everyone, very good evening. My name is Dharmendra Singh and today is my second session as a guest here. So I'm very much excited for this session. The last session was also really good. I'm very much excited for this. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Saloni and again I'm here for the second week. And it was amazing last week, so I'm looking forward to this week.
Good evening, Toastmasters. My name is Vijay Upendra. I was a Toastmaster for 7 years. I took a break. Today I come as a guest, hoping to join back. Thank you very much.
Looking forward to see you all as members from the next month. Now I request our Secretary Toastmaster Ujwal to read out the minutes of the meeting number 1351.
Namaste all. Here are the minutes of the meeting 1351. The theme of the week was Play to Win. The word of the week, befuddled. The business session started at 6:25 p.m. and was chaired by President Toastmaster Apoorva TR. The following points were discussed in the business session. Due to the Republic Day holiday on January 26th, the venue would be closed and therefore the meeting scheduled for the day has been postponed to January 27th, that's today. International Speech Contest and Evaluation Contest is scheduled on 16th February. SAA Toastmaster Sachin started the meeting with an introduction about the theme and later handed over the charge to President Toastmaster Apoorva. President Toastmaster Apoorva opened the meeting, spoke on the theme and introduced the Master of Ceremonies Toastmaster Chethan. Master of Ceremonies Toastmaster Chethan spoke on the theme and introduced the following role takers for the day. Timer Toastmaster Rekha J, Accounter Toastmaster Rachana Sridhar, PP Evaluator Toastmaster Shreyas G, Grammarian Toastmaster Deepa Reddy. The following speakers delivered their prepared speeches and their evaluators. Toastmaster Jyoti Palankar in Presentation Mastery Level 1 Project 2, evaluated by Toastmaster Saket Jiluganti. Toastmaster Midhun Prarambhil in the path Presentation Mastery Project L1P4, evaluated by Toastmaster Shreya and Rao. Toastmaster Shuba Subramaniam, path Leadership Development Project L3P2, evaluated by Toastmaster Ujwal. The table topic session was conducted by Toastmaster Lata Nahar and had the following speakers. DTM AK Prabhakara, Toastmaster Jyoti Rao, Toastmaster Darshan Omkar, Toastmaster Deepa Reddy, Toastmaster Saket Jiluganti, Toastmaster Rekha J, Toastmaster Adishwar J, Toastmaster Shreya J, and guest Rahul. The general evaluation session was conducted by DTM and Newbut. The winners of the week were Best Prepared Speaker Toastmaster Jyoti Palankar, Best Evaluator Toastmaster Ujwal and Toastmaster Shreya and Rahul, Best Table Topic Speaker Toastmaster Darshan Omkar, Best Role Taker TAPG Toastmaster Rachana Sridhar, Best Role Taker MTG Toastmaster Chethan. The President closed the meeting at 8:27 p.m. followed by the National Anthem. Thank you and back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ujwal. Are there any amendments proposed? If not, I accept MOM of meeting number 1351 and open meeting number 1352. This is not just food. This carries the hard work, sweat and blood of a farmer who's working in the farms near a village in Mandya. The farmer heads to the farm every single day before sunrise, works hard through the day in the scorching sun with muddy hands and aching body parts, not for applause, not for recognition, but to ensure that the food reaches our plates. And when the harvest season is here, something beautiful happens. Across India, all the farmers take a pause. A pause not for resting, but a pause to show gratitude. Gratitude to Mother Earth. In Karnataka, this gratitude is celebrated as Makara Sankranti. In Andhra, this is celebrated as Pedda Panduga. Across Tamil Nadu and Kerala, this joy is celebrated as Pongal. Across Haryana and Punjab, the bonfires are lit and is celebrated as Lohri. Across Assam, people dance their hearts out and celebrate Bihu. Different states, different languages, different traditions, yet the emotion is the same. The earth has given and the farmer bows down with gratitude. One harvest season, one emotion, but so many different names. This is where I see the nation in us. Not in the borders that divide us, but in the traditions that silently unite us. A farmer in Karnataka might never meet a farmer in Punjab. They won't even talk nor celebrate together. But both of them look at the sky gods and the rain gods with the same kind of hope and bow down to the soil with the same gratitude. This, fellow Toastmasters, is India. A nation stitched together not by flags alone, but by shared values. Hard work, respect towards Mother Nature and thankfulness. So the next time you see a meal on your plate, pause for a second. Look at the rice. It doesn't have a label that it is from Karnataka, Assam or Rajasthan. It doesn't carry a flag. It doesn't recognize borders, yet it feeds us all. Because before we were divided by states, we were all united by soil. As long as we have hands that sow and hearts that are grateful, India will not just exist on maps. It will stay alive in us. On that note, let me introduce someone who is currently pursuing his Bachelor of Commerce. He's studying in his third year currently. He loves playing different kinds of sports. He first was introduced to Mekon Communication Club as a student of Youth Leadership Program. Now he's a proud Toastmaster of our club. He's a proactive person who takes on any kind of challenge that is thrown at him. In December last year, I asked him if he could complete his level 1 and he instantly said yes. Within around 15 days, he finished two speeches and an evaluation and got us 1 DCP point. Please put your hands together in welcoming our debutant Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Adishwar.
ना पूछो जमाने को क्या है हमारी कहानी, ना पूछो जमाने को क्या है हमारी कहानी, हमारी पहचान तो सिर्फ ये है कि हमें हिंदुस्तान. Good evening fellow Toastmasters and welcome dear guests. Yesterday we celebrated the 77th Republic Day of our nation. A day that not only reminds us about our rights but also about our responsibilities. What happens to a nation when the flag is folded or faded, the border is changed or it's faded from the view, and when no one is watching you? The answer came to me on an ordinary day in an ordinary train, but at an extraordinary moment. The train was crowded. Thinking about a personal space in that train was luxury. Tired workers were heading back towards their home. Students were busy scrolling in their phones. There was a lot of chaos around the train. The vendors were just moving through the narrow aisles. In one corner stood a soldier. No announcement, no show, or no bride. He was just standing alone, holding the pole, looking outside the window. As the next station arrived, an old man tried getting in the crowded train. But the train moved forward and the train jerked and he couldn't balance and was about to fall. Instantly, the soldier reacted. None of the other person reacted, but the soldier reacted immediately and offered him his seat. Told him, "Sir, please have my seat." The old man smiled at the soldier and said to the soldier, "Thank you, beta." Smiled and said, "Thank you, beta." There were no claps, no appreciation, no hashtags, no videos for that soldier. But there was a silent moment. But in that silent moment, I saw the nation. Not the flag, not the border, but standing quietly in a crowded train. What do you think patriotism is? Is it just supporting India in cricket match, or just putting a status telling "I love my country," or singing national anthem or any other patriotic songs? The real patriotism works quietly. It does not seek attention, but it serves without seeking attention and expects nothing in return. A wise man once said, "ये मत पूछो कि देश ने तुम्हारे लिए क्या किया है." He said, "ये मत पूछो कि देश ने तुम्हारे लिए क्या किया है, but ये पूछो कि तुमने देश के लिए क्या किया है." That soldier was not on the border that day, but that evening he protected something more important: human dignity. As the train moved forward, I saw something more beautiful. Strangers began to talk. Student held a confused passenger. There were a woman held another mother carrying a crying baby. There were smiles passed, different languages, different beliefs, different cultures, different lives, but everyone shared the moment. For a few hours, India is united because we learn to adjust. Unity is not always an agreement, it is a respect. Even when we disagree, the train did not stop because we all were different. It moved forward because we all adjusted. And that is what a true nation does. As the train slowly moved toward my station, I noticed we often overlook so many people. It may be the TC who's doing his job honestly, or the cleaner sweeping without any complaints, the driver safely carrying thousands of passengers daily. With these, they do their work without any complaints, yet without any complaints. There are no medals given to them, there's no appreciation for them, or there's no speeches given on them, yet they carry the nation every single day. Patriotism does not always wear a uniform. Sometimes it wears tired smiles, tired faces, and worn up shoes. It also shows us in simple things, following rules when no one is watching you, protecting public spaces, choosing honesty over shortcuts, and yes, definitely the border matters. Our armed force matters because it's because of them we live in peace. But it does not only hold us together by those who guard us at the borders. It survives because of those who guard its values. And especially it lives within us. One day the flag may fade, the borders may change. But if the nation lives within us, in our choices, in our kindness, in our courage, in our hearts, then no forces in the world can break our nation. Because when the nation lives in us, we don't need reminders to be patriotic. We become the reason the nation survives. ये देश सिर्फ एक जमीन का टुकड़ा नहीं होता, ये देश सिर्फ एक जमीन का टुकड़ा नहीं होता, ये उन लोगों से बनता है जो अपना समझकर उसे जीते हैं. A nation is not defined by land alone. A nation is not defined by land alone, but by the people who live it for every single day. Jai Hind. And that brings us to the Toastmasters. In 1924, Ralph C. Medley started Toastmasters at YMCA, Santa Ana, California. He didn't create instant confidence speakers overnight. He created a process, a place where people could practice and grow with time. Today, Toastmasters Club spans over 150 countries with 14,000 clubs and over 270,000 members. For the benefit of our guests, a typical Toastmaster meeting consists of 3 sessions. The first is the prepared speech session, where the speaker gets desired amount of time to prepare a speech on a subject of their choice as per the guidelines or the manual according to the pathways. And the second is the table topics session, where members will be chosen randomly and will be given a topic they must respond in a minute or 2. Lastly, the crucial part of the meeting is the general evaluation session, during which the speakers and proceedings of the meeting will be evaluated. Now, let me introduce to the TAPG team. Without these 4 foundations that set the stage for us, a Toastmaster is incomplete. So let's hear from our TAPG team. I request them to briefly explain their roles as and when I call out their names from where they are sitting. Firstly, the timer of the day, Toastmaster Jyoti.
Good evening, Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As a timer today, I will time the table topic speakers, formal speeches and the evaluations. I will also alert the speaker on the time left. Table topic speaker will get around 2 minutes of time. So at 1 minute, I'll raise the green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I'll be raising the yellow card, and at 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. For the formal speeches, the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. At 7 minutes, I'll raise the red card. The individual evaluation should be between 2 to 3 minutes. So at 2 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card, and at 3 minutes, I will be raising the red card. Over to the Toastmaster.
Now can we have Toastmaster Sachin, the counter for today?
Good evening, everyone. So sometimes when we speak and we communicate, we don't get the flow that we want. So we tend to use filler words such as So I, as an counter, I will be taking notes of all the filler words such as and also I'll be observing the repeated words and the crutch words, and I'll give the report during general evaluation. Thank you.
Next, we have the PP Evaluator, DTM everyone.
Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. Every meeting has got a business etiquette. we are supposed to follow. Toastmasters is no different. In fact, we follow our business etiquettes very, very strictly. Mainly, I would say 4 guidelines we follow. Number 1 is entry and exit only during applause. You never want to go, but try to avoid it. No cross-talk amongst participants, anybody speaking their audience. And no one will talk about anything concerning sex, politics and religion. Avoid those. And keep your telephones on either switched off mode or silent mode. If you follow, I will keep track of this, any transgressions in it, and give my report during the general evaluation. Back to Mr. Toastmaster.
Lastly, we have the grammarian for today, Toastmaster Lata.
Good evening, Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster, and esteemed guest. As a grammarian for the day, I have 2 duties. My first duty will be to evaluate the usage of grammar for all our speeches and communication, and second, to introduce the word of the week. And the word of the week is cheeky, which means boldly rude or disrespectful in usually a playful or appealing manner. How do we use it? The speaker's cheeky comment helped break the ice and made the audience feel more connected. I will be presenting my report when called upon. Thank you.
Alright, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, let's dive into straight and start today's session without any more delays. So our first session is the prepared speech sessions. We have 2 speakers for the day. Before I call upon the first speaker, I would like to request the individual evaluator, Toastmaster Midhun, to read out the project guidelines.
Good evening, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guest. Target speaker is attempting her first speech, icebreaker, level 1, project 1, presentation mastery. The purpose of this project is for the member to introduce herself to the club and learn basics structure of the public speech. The member is completing her first speech in Toastmaster. The goal of the evaluation is to give member an effective evaluation of her speech and delivery style. I will present my evaluation at the end of the speech. Best of luck to you. Over to Toastmaster.
Our first speaker of the day is an entrepreneur. She has completed MA in Sociology. She is a book enthusiast and loves cooking and traveling. Her reason to join Toastmasters is to enhance her communication skills and to overcome her stage fear. Let's give it a thunderous round of applause to Toastmaster Rekha with the speech titled Life is a Series of Experiences. Life is a series of experiences, Toastmaster Rekha.
Wilde said, experience is the hardest kind of teacher. It will give the test first and the lesson afterwards. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. Today I would like to share my experience and the lesson I have learned in life. I am Rekha Janardhan, a Bangalorean born in a Kshatriya family. My father is a landlord, my mother is a homemaker. I have 2 brothers and a sister. I am the youngest in my family. Ever since my younger days, I was fond of dance. My father noticed it and joined me to the Bharatanatyam class, where I learned and started to perform many cultural programs and gained lots of love, appreciation from the people. Early marriage was a tradition in our community. Because of that, I too had an early marriage to a businessman, Janardhan. And that abruptly stopped my education, and 2 beautiful kids were born, daughter Lakshmi and son Dhanush. Ours was a happy family. Dear Toastmaster, Coelho said, when you want something badly, the whole universe conspire in achieving you to helping you to achieve it. I dreamt of pursuing my education, which had been discontinued due to my early marriage, as it happened to me. Mr. Subbaya Master, who was a coaching teacher to my daughter, saw my interest in education and motivated me to continue my education. And my husband and children supported in this journey. I am very grateful to them. I graduated as BA from Bangalore University, MA from Coimbatore University. I also did my interior course in Idea Institute. Ours was a perfect family, but fate had other plans. I lost my life partner, followed by my mother, who were my strength, support and pillars of my life. I became a single parent where I went through mental turmoil, emotional challenge. There was a responsibility of nurturing kids, their education, mental health and finance. My education acted as guiding light. I learned to balance my personal life, business and family well-being. My whole family was into a business, both from my husband and my father's side, and that's how my passion towards business started. A fine choice of sari collections were admired by my friends, relatives and strangers, which drew me to start a homegrown sari business of my own. Later, my daughter, an MBA graduate, joined me to expanding this business on online store, Deepa Designer Studio. My son is also into an aquarium business after his completion of BCom and Hotel Management. I had all along the urge to go beyond myself and do something for the society. That lead me to Innovate Club, took various posts. As a president in 2024 and 25, I witnessed growth, service and impact. A member winning district election for the first time in our club history. A few thoughtful projects coordinated by me were spotlighted in association and international page. These were my satisfying moment of my life. I love cooking, dancing, traveling to explore new places, and also a fitness enthusiast. I would like to conclude by quoting a famous African proverb. If you educate a man, you educate a person. If you educate a woman, you educate a generation. Over to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Before I call upon the next speaker for the day, I request the individual evaluator, Toastmasters Shuba, to read out the project guidelines.
A very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. The target speaker is attempting understanding your communication style project. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn about different communication styles and identify their primary style. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share the impact of their style on others. Notes for the evaluator. During the completion of this project, the member responded to a questionnaire to help identify their communication style. About this speech, the member will deliver a well-organized speech about some aspects of communication styles. The member may choose to speak about their own communication style or the impact of communication styles on them, The speech may be humorous, informational, or any style the member chooses. The speech should not be a report on the content of the Understanding Your Communication Style project. Thank you. All the best to the speaker, and back to you.
Our second speaker of the day is a practicing chartered accountant. He is the co-founder of Jinwani application. He is an author as well. His reason to join Toastmasters is to learn the art of communication. Let's give it a thunderous round of applause to and invite Toastmaster CA Rahul with speech title, It's Not What You Say, But How You Say. It's not what you say, but how you say. Toastmaster Rahul.
Tell me something. Have you faced this situation wherein you communicated A thing, but the other person perceived it something else only? It can be B, C, D, E, F. How many of you have faced this? Can you raise? Yes. Welcome to my club. And that club is very simple. Just because my intention is right, my communication need not be right. And that's the hard-seated truth from our childhood. Just अपना दिल साफ है तो हम कुछ भी बोलेंगे तो चलेगा, नहीं चलेगा. It will never work out. The truth of communication is, it's not what you say, it's how you say. That changes, that makes or breaks the relationships. Happy evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guest. Today, we are decoding one of the important things which will change your life forever. When I was taking this project, I'm very lazy to answer questions and all. Okay. I was of the opinion that my type of communication is a direct, wherein Sida baat, no bakwas. This is required. But when I answered it, I was surprised. My communication style was initiator or initiative type kind of thing. When I say initiative, you should understand there are two traits. The person is on high energy, and second, he's first person to start conversation. He wants to give his opinion kind of thing. Now, after looking at that, I was surprised first of all. After doing so much of meditation, reading books and all, still I don't know myself. One more surprise. I started re-looking my life behind. Then, when did this happen? Upon reflection, there are two incidents which I would like to share with you. First and the foremost is when I made a decision to come from my native to Bangalore to pursue CA. And after pursuing CA, first exposure to my corporate lifestyle was joining horticulture, wherein I was working with a firm where 200 people were there. And any conversation during lunch break, there were around 10-15 people. They used to say, I used to get excited that I've come to new city. This is what. Then, they used to get frustrated. Ek kaun loafer aaya? That's a general sense, right? And even now, if I go and see that, I feel ashamed. What did I do good? But then, after 2-3 years, I've done that. Not one time, 2-3 years. After that, I read one book by Dale Carnegie, How to Manage People Effectively. Then there, one line hit me hard. And I had unlearned, I would say. Not, I had learned something, I had unlearned it. That is, even if your intention is clean and correct, your communication need not be correct. It is not what you say, but how the other person feels or experiences that thing. And that experience and feel comes with not just what you say, but your tone, how you speak, what is your body language, everything that matters. And I have seen in these current times, relationships go for toss only because of this one thing. And that's the reason it is very important that you don't speak with your heart, but speak with your complete body. And that's when the person will just connect it. After unlearning these things, when I came to my professional life, it benefited me immensely. What is a change which I brought is very simple. Even today, my primary style is initiator style only. But today, I speak with curiosity, but not with conclusion. Second, I speak with energy but not with urgency. Third, I do give a pause, not just because I don't have content, but I want to see what the other person wants to say. To give you one more simple example, earlier when it was Rahul 1.0, I would like to say, he would, if some idea came, I would say, this won't work. But Rahul 2.0 will say this something like this. This idea might not work, but can we tweak it in this way? The second Rahul opens the room for conversation. It gives the space for a person to open up. But what's the real intent of communication? Is it that I want to give my opinion? No, not at all. The real intention of communication is to connect. When you connect, ideas travel, your bond becomes deeper, and you build a bridge where trust grows forever, ever and ever. So next time you're communicating, remember, it is not what you say. The content of the speech doesn't matter. How I say that matters. So don't speak just with your heart, but speak with your body out. And with this, I would like to hand it over to MC of the day.
Now, as we shift gears, get ready for some interesting and hilarious encounters as we navigate through the maze of topics. Before we introduce our table topic master, let me call her individual evaluator, Toastmaster Ujwal, to read out the project guidelines.
Namaste, fellow Toastmasters. The member is attempting their project on active listening, and the purpose of this project is for the member to demonstrate their ability to listen to what the others say. The member completing this project is practicing active listening at the club meeting today as they lead the table topic session, and the table topic session will be held as per the guidelines of the table topics as told by the Toastmasters International. With that, I wish the speaker all the very best, and back to the Master of Ceremonies.
Our table topic master for the day is a mechanical engineer. She has over 11 years of experience in sales, and she's currently working as a VP in Evaluators. Her hobbies include traveling, reading books, doing yoga, and meditation. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Deepa with a thunderous round of applause.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
When we think of Republic Day, our minds often go to flags, patriotic songs. But Republic Day is not just one thing we celebrate once in a year. It lives in our choices, values, and our actions every single day. Today table topics theme is The Nation in Us Beyond Flags and Borders. In the interest of guests, a typical table topic session is where speakers are chosen at random and given a topic on spot and asked to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Our timer will guide you today. Green card will be shown at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red card at 2 minutes. Okay, so speakers, your goal is very simple. Speak from heart, stay in the timeline, and enjoy the moment. Without much delay, let's start our first topic. The topic is, when do you feel most proud to be an Indian? I repeat, when do you feel most proud to be an Indian? This goes to Toastmaster Darshan.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests.
Good evening.
These days, I am seeing a lot of college students graduating and leaving India to pursue their higher education. And even my sister went to US to pursue her master's in landscape architecture, and currently she is working in US. Currently in our house, They are looking for a bride for my sister. Yesterday she spoke bridegroom. So yesterday they spoke on call, and he was like, "Let's stay in this country. Let's not go back to India." My sister, she doesn't know how to cook. Currently my mother is also with her, and she will come back in next 2 weeks. So my mother is like, US is good, but everything is hard. Here, if I want some like, for example, I want rice or some carrot, I can just go and get it in 5-10 minutes. But in US, you need to travel 10-20 miles to get something which you want. So whenever I listen to the stories of people who are abroad, I feel like in India, we have true freedom and we get everything easily and we can do anything. But in US, they say US is the country of something and all, but but that's not the reality. I am adjusted to my country, to my place, especially to Israel. So I am very proud to be an Indian, and even if I travel abroad, I prefer India. And thanks. Back to
Thank you, Toastmaster Darshan, for giving a good example about borrowing the rice, sometimes sugar or sometimes even lemon. The lemon I do also borrow from whenever I want it. Chalo, I go and I'll, can you give me 1 lemon? Then immediately, that is our Indian. So we are proud to be an Indian, and I am proud you to be in ISRO layout. Okay, let's move to the next topic. The next topic is, what is one responsibility you try to follow as a citizen? I repeat, what is one responsibility you try to follow as a citizen? This goes to Toastmaster Latana.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests.
Good evening.
It feels good. After 6 months, I'm debuting again behind the lecture for table topic. Yes, one habit as a citizen of India or being an Indian, I follow it is, I do not like throwing waste on the road. And I request everyone that whenever you have waste, please collect it, see the dustbins and throw it. Let's not litter our own country, especially banana peels. People eat it nicely and they just throw it. Where someone is walking very unnoticingly, they may fall down, hurt themselves. This is one thing we as Indians and as world citizens we need to follow. As human beings, this is a basic thing, that throw the garbage in the dustbin, not on the road. And second thing, as an Indian, what I would like always to expect everyone to follow is respect everyone's time. Be on time. In time is okay, but on time is more better. Let's respect everyone's time. As Indians, we don't know if somewhere we are called for an event at 11:30, till 12:30 no one turns up. Even the host comes at 1 o'clock. So that's how we taught Indian Standard Time. IST we taught Indian Standard Time. So let's not do that and follow and respect everyone's time. So let's be on time and let's not throw garbage on our streets. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lata, for giving full insightful, especially when throwing a dustbin. I mean, first thing, our BBMP has to guide us how to segregate wet and dry waste. I'm sure everybody would have confused every day, but we need to learn that and we need to throw in proper place. And the second thing, the time. That is very much important, especially in few meetings. I also heard, so when we say it is 11 o'clock sharp, they say we are Indians. We can go even beyond time. So we need to stick to that timings. Thank you so much for your insights. Let's move to the next topic. The topic is, how can small action make a big difference to the country? I repeat, how can small actions make a big difference to the country? This goes to Toastmaster Sachin.
So sometimes if you have observed, you get people saying things like, oh, okay, if I do the right thing, what's the point? Because the other people are not doing it, right? You often hear this, even though you actually want to do the right thing. So for India instance, if you take, there are about nearly 2 billion people, right? Imagine all 2 billion people say we want to do the right thing. But the thing is, each person thinks they're only one person. But imagine if everyone says yes to a good cause. So you get 2 billion people coming in for a good cause. Now imagine, see, now cleanliness is a huge issue in India. It has been for a while, right? So now one person, he might say, okay, I don't want to be that person who cleans or wants to put everything in the dustbin, because there's no point if others are doing it. But imagine everyone starts doing it. That is when you see a huge difference. So that is how I see that. So these are the small things that if everyone can contribute, we can have a huge impact. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sachin, for giving about 2 billion people in India follows everything. Even a small thing, it can, lot of changes can happen in India. Thank you so much. Let's move to the one more topic. What does equality mean to you personally? I repeat, what does equality mean to you personally? This goes to Toastmaster Shuba.
This might be a little controversial opinion, but I believe that no one's truly equal, right? Because we're actually all different. What we need to see is who are privileged and who are underserved, right? And accordingly distribute resources and wealth. If everyone was equal, then I mean, the rich just get richer and the poorer don't go up anymore or earn more. Right? So I think, yeah, this is must be a perspective shift or something, but this is what I heard a senior person say, right? Even when it comes to gender, right, we say gender equality. A man and a woman can't be the same, but the idea is to give equal opportunities to both. Now, obviously, there are some traditional qualities of being feminine and masculine, but there are exceptions all the same. So, what we need is more of equity rather than equality. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shuba. So equality means giving equal opportunity. That makes a lot of difference. Thank you so much for your views. Next topic is, who has inspired you to be a better citizen? I repeat, who has inspired you to be a better citizen? This goes to Toastmaster Rachana.
Thank you, dear topic master. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
The first person who comes to mind is my father. At times, he and I can have I don't want to say love-hate relationship, but for lack of a better word, I will say that. We fight frequently, but I also respect him the most of the world. He complains often about India, having lived abroad. When he came back, he complained a lot about the country, and at first I felt, there's no point in complaining, there's no point in whining. But then I saw the actions and the little things that he actually took to do things while also complaining. My point is, he, rather than sweep the flaws and the issues of our country, of our city under the rug and pretend that everything is hunky-dory, which it's not, he was very vocal about that, but he would also take actions to help mitigate those very issues. For example, he was very clean. He is very clean even today. He's very disciplined in traffic or driving and things like that. So the answer to your question is yes, my father inspires me a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Rachna, for giving. I mean, there is a lot of people that, right, that they complain about India, and we need to think how do we change them. That is more important. So let's work towards to it. Next topic is, what is one value India should always protect? I repeat, what is one value India should always protect? This goes to DTM MU Bhatt.
Madam Topic Master for the Toastmasters and welcome guests. Your brother took me in a very piquant situation because the type of questions being asked are bordering on somewhere in politics one way or other. And I happen to be the PP evaluator. So there's a double whammy for me. But within that constraint, let me try to attempt your question regarding what values you can inculcate. I have heard all the wonderful responses by many of all the previous persons. Everybody told a different angle to patriotism, what you can do for the country, who inspired you, what makes you what you do. So let us see what values our country has been following. See, our country is unique in the world in one respect, that we call it as Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. We respect everybody, whether any religion, any caste, anybody. There is no equality. Anybody can do anything what they want. But do we follow it is the question. But you see a similar thing with all the other countries, 124, 126, whatever number of countries there are. Most of the countries, if not all, are based on totally only on geographic identity. If you go to Europe, the 27 countries or 30 countries, they are all in geographic. The values are somewhat similar. There is absolutely no distinction between one country to another country. But we are unique in that for more than 5,000 years we have been living together with the various kinds of castes, communities, religions. Everybody was welcomed with open arms, and we have been continuing to do that. We have not fought a single war against anybody. We have not tried to impose our values on others. This is one thing which distinguishes India from all other countries. And we are continue to do that, whatever political dispensation is there. But nowadays I feel that we are following it strictly in all respect. That is why we still command great respect from all the countries for the values we maintain in all our dealings with other nations. So that is one value system which we have to cultivate and continue to follow that, so that we follow our systems very accurately and to the fullest of our heart and soul. We let us follow that value and keep it up. That's my take on that. Back to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Bhatt, for giving that India is a unique country. Of course, when we see, we encourage everybody, right? All country people come, stay with us, live with us. So thank you so much for giving this insight. We'll move on to the next topic. How can we build unity in today's world? I repeat, how can we build unity in today's world? This goes to Toastmaster Midhun. Yeah. How can we build unity in today's world?
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guest.
Good evening.
How to build unity in today's world? What a thinking topic you have given me. Unity, see, if you take our country as a nation, we have different cultures, many cultures, different states, different languages, different cultures, and bringing them together is a big task altogether. When it comes to a government, how to manage different cultural people, from different area is a big task, and bringing them together is really a difficult thing altogether. If though it is different languages, when it comes to as a nation together, we have to grow further. We have to do a lot of things to do in coming years. So we as a whole nation, we have a single target towards one thing. So we have to forget our languages and then work it towards a single purpose and a goal. So if we work towards that, somebody who can challenge us for that, so definitely we all can stand together and work for one goal, rather than thinking about language diversity and culture and all those things. So if we work upon that, definitely we will be able to bring unity in our country at least. I'm not talking to this as a whole world. I'm talking it as one thing. With this, or
Thank you, Toastmaster Midhun, for giving. Yes, of course, we have different culture, different languages. Everything is different, but we are united as a one country. As Toastmaster Apoorva said, we are unity, right? We take sun. Everybody takes same sun. Everybody takes same rain, right? Thank you so much for your insights. We'll move on to the next topic. What does Republic Day reminds you about yourself? I repeat, what does Republic Day reminds you about yourself? This goes to Toastmaster Jyoti.
Can I change the topic?
Yes. How did you celebrate it, Republic Day at your school? Simple. Yeah.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Republic Day in school or currently?
As your childhood or whatever you feel about Republic Day, you can talk about.
Okay, Republic Day we celebrated yesterday in our apartment. So it was a nice feeling. Everybody came together. It is for such occasions like Independence Day, Republic Day, and Karnataka Rajyotsava that that feeling, that patriotic feeling comes in. Everybody comes in white attire, or the attires that they feel connected to, and the whole apartment would be decorated. And then there will be good speeches from the elders. Kids will perform on those patriotic songs. So it's very nice to hear and sing that national anthem together. And how can I forget the flag hoisting? Yeah, that it's like we have those blue bombs and yeah, it's a very nice feeling. But the only thing is not to have that feeling only on that day. And we should celebrate being an Indian every day. Remember our responsibilities. Do whatever little bit we can. Keep the country clean, whatever we can in our own way. Save our resources. We are so many people. I basically, follow this water really well. So I don't like people wasting water. So I try to educate people around me, my maid, whoever I know, my friends, to please save water together if we can. Educate people and make them aware of such situations. Even small things from our side will definitely make a difference, as somebody said. Everybody needs to think in that direction. Keep the resources clean. I had travelled from Vande Bharat. It's such a beautiful train. I hope people keep it that way, neat and clean, and we all can enjoy the luxury that we see in
Thank you, Toastmaster Jyoti. You have given different aspects to the topic. One is Republic Day. Yes, we are so much excited to celebrate, especially during the schools. We used to wear that white color uniform, white color shoe, then tie. It was a mandatory. It was like one of the big festival that we celebrate in the school. And the second thing you spoke about water. yes, we should all, should not waste the water. We should all save for the next generation. And Vande Bharat, I love to go in once. Probably I will book probably this year. I wanted to travel. Thank you so much. We'll move on to the next topic. What kind of India do you want to see in the future? I repeat, what kind of India do you want to see in the future? This goes to Toastmaster Apoorva.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. I want to see our India to be such a way that we are self-reliant in all the sectors, be it generating our own natural, not natural resources, but at least energy. When if we can generate our own energy to the maximum level, so that we can depend less on exports, especially on energy imports. And we can focus on our exports, increasing our exports. And it's somewhere my wish. Every time I travel, I get really irritated and frustrated when I see the dollar price is so much and our rupee value is so little. I just wish one day our dollar, it's otherwise, so that I can really shop more. Every time I travel, I'm so frustrated. I'm like, what is this? It's like, now it's even more expensive. Like now it's currently 92 rupees to a dollar. And euros and pounds are even more, 106. It's really frustrating and disappointing every time you go shopping. So this is one thing. Secret wish is that I want to see that day when the dollar reversal and our currency is actually valued at higher rate. But with the current US situation, maybe you never know. Yes. So yes, I want to see our country to be self-reliant. We have to, rupee value, I want to see the rupee value to go up, and maybe there is lesser future generation who go abroad for studies. I just hope that stops and we have our own talent for our own country's development. Because as you know, be it Google, all the top companies, all the CEOs are Indians. So somewhere I feel we deserve it. That kind of development happens in India. So yeah, this is my wish, and maybe our education system also gets better. It is a little more practical. With that, I would like to hand over the chance to our.
Thank you so much, Apoorva, for giving so much insight. It was the same thing I was also thinking, right? I saw the Tesla. It was so mesmerizing car, and the cost of the Tesla in US is 30 lakhs. And it has to come to India, it is double. Imagine if we generate, or if we can build, or if we can manufacture same Tesla, imagine the cost of, everybody can afford it and everybody can drive such a EV vehicle. So thank you so much, and definitely for education wise, we need to stop going abroad. We need to build that kind of education system in India. Thank you so much for your insights. This goes to last topic of the table topics. What does freedom mean to you in your daily life? I repeat, what does freedom mean to you in your daily life? So, any guest can try. Vijay, yes.
Thank you, Madam Topic Master. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. External validation, inner acceptance is very much required as of today. The reason why I am saying this is, almost for the past 30-40 years, we blindly followed West without even realizing the inner potential that we have. Why I say so? Look at the values and valuables. Chasing valuables, is it right? Using unethical means, acquiring assets, is that the way of life? Think about it. The reason why I am stressing this is, the younger generation today, because of our education system, are going away from the values that were present in India, or in other words, that are very much there in India, which one or two generations they have forgotten to inculcate that in younger generation. Because of that, today we see lot of chaotic situation in the society. Today we see lot of divorces. Can we not avoid it because we are not following the value system? Many business people are cheating banks and running away from India to various countries. Do you call this as ethical practice? These are all the things which makes me to introspect, understand exactly where we are going wrong and take corrective actions so that we are saving the future generation. Yes or no? By chasing valuables, we are losing something. Valuables don't hold your life when you compromise on values. Thank you and back to you.
Thank you so much for giving your insights on external validation, important internal validation. So whatever things are happening in other countries, we should not blindly follow. We should introspect and we have to react to it. Thank you so much. That ends my table topic session today. Today we saw that patriotism is not always loud. Sometimes it is lived quietly every single day. Let us remember the Republic survives through responsible citizens like us. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
That was a super interactive session. Thank you, Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Deepa. Now let's break for 10 minutes. Once again, good evening to all. Welcome back for the final session of the meeting, the General Evaluation. Our today's General Evaluator is a full-stack software developer from Bangalore, currently working with Quiz as a part of Growth Team. Enjoys strategy gaming like Hearts and Pokemon. You can always reach out to him if you want to go out for a swim or a run. He's a quiet individual with an ocean of knowledge, a book enthusiast. He immerses himself with wisdom found within the pages of classic and non-fiction. He is my mentor as well. With a round of applause, I call upon Toastmaster Chethan Vashisht.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. They say feedback is the breakfast of champions. So today I'm here to serve you breakfast. Today's we started relatively on time. I think it was at 6:24, right? 6:24. It was a bit late. Okay, sure. It was a bit late, but numbers are low. I'm happy all of us are here on Tuesday to start off. Business session went smoothly, and it started with our opening by Toastmasters Sachin. Let's start from here. I like the way you spoke. You spoke well on the theme. You gave energy to the room. But my one specific suggestion, the choice of the words you had was a bit too generic. Right? The topic you spoke on, it was way too generic. If you picked a specific thing, it helps a lot. Right? That is the one suggestion I would like to give. Next, we had our secretary, Toastmaster Ujwal. He read the MOM cleanly, smoothly. I enjoyed the reading. One feedback maybe for the meeting notes itself, you could include the table topics that each person answered as well. That allows us, like during the contest preparation time, it becomes an extra boost to everyone. That you can look back and see what topics were asked. From there, the guests were introduced, so all that went smoothly. And we had our President Toastmaster Apoorva. I really enjoyed your take on the subject today. It was clean, it was smooth, and it reminds us of who we should be thankful for every single day. One suggestion to you. You had a prop, a very nice prop, but before you invoked it, I think everyone's attention was still all over the place. I think you could have said something to get our attention before displaying the prop. It would have been a lot more effective. With that, before we move to the MC evaluation, I would like the evaluators to give the evaluations for their speeches, for the prepared speeches. So the first prepared speech today was by Toastmaster Rekha. This was her icebreaker speech, and this will be evaluated by Toastmaster Midhun. Can you please give her
What a wonderful speech you have given today, Toastmaster Rekha. And put it in one shot, it really impressed me. Your topic, life series of awareness experiences, was perfectly chosen for a icebreaker. It allowed us to journey with you, and more importantly helped us understand who you are as a person. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guest. Today I have a pleasure evaluating Toastmaster Rekha. Her speech was beautifully illustrated how life teaches us a lesson through experiences, and she shared her personal journey with honesty and heartfelt emotions. You are excelled at your voice. Your voice was loud and clear for us to understand the story. And the purpose of this project is to introduce to the club members. So the purpose is achieved very well. And storytelling was authentic and inspiring. Sharing your life experience created strong emotional connection with the audience. And conclusion was impactful, that the African proverb which you have given. What is that? Educating a man, you will achieve one person, and educating a woman, an entire society as a whole. That was very impactful in the end. And you may work upon maybe the eye contact was mostly onto the center part of the area. You can mostly work on 3 areas. Maybe you can take us 3 points and then look on different areas, so that will improve your eye contact. And posing after emotional thing will impact more and the people to understand more. And you can challenge yourself on more vocal variety and your purposeful body languages. That was very less, I felt. You can work upon that and refine overall structure of the speech. And Toastmaster Rekha, this was a sincere and inspiring first speech with a small refinement in structure and delivery. I am confident that your future speeches will be even more engaging and memorable. Thank you, and over.
Thank you, Toastmaster Midhun, for your insightful evaluation. I enjoyed your evaluation. You gave the classic sandwich method. You gave her a lot of encouraging points and some good feedback that she can take away. Some suggestions for you as a speaker. Firstly, you will not be allowed to carry a phone while evaluating. Whatever you need to do, it has to be over there. If you are giving it at evaluation contest, for example, you will not be allowed to bring the phone here. So whatever it has to happen there. Second, it's more important to give specifics about the speech that really highlights the importance or certain good things, right? If you point to specific, it matters a lot rather than the generic statements. Now, Toastmaster Rekha, wonderful speech, I must say. I thoroughly enjoyed it from the bottom of my heart. One tip to really help you. I know you froze on the stage for some time. This typically happens when we forget a particular thing, right? So for that, it helps to memorize quotes. The place where you froze was a quote, right? So we memorize the introduction, the conclusion, and the quotes that come in between. With that, I think your story was very solidly in place. You can visualize everything, except these are the little things where we can blank out. So remembering that can make a big difference. With that, a round of applause for Rahul. Our second speech was by Toastmaster Rahul Gandhi. Can we have his evaluator, Toastmaster Shuba?
Very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. And a special good evening to my target speaker, Toastmaster C. Rahul. This, I think, was one of your strongest and finest speeches that you've delivered here so far. Right from the title itself. Now, the project purpose is on communication styles. There are 4 different types of communication styles. But that core that comes from, it's not what you say, but how you say it, is that core message came across right from the title itself. And I'm sure many of us have faced this problem or even pondered about it. So that was brilliantly done. And next, what you did beautifully was your speech structure. So you started again with a question. It's not what you say, but how you say it. And then moved on to how you, your experience in reading the book. I mean, you revealed that later. So you said it's, even though your intention might be right, it's your communication could not be right. So yeah, then you proceeded to state your experience in taking up the questionnaire and how you might have assumed that you're an initiator type, but over time you read this book and you realized this core message. So that was a good callback to the introduction. So that was brilliantly done, and the final conclusion again circled back to the introduction and the message, these lines that you gave, you were more curious than concluding. Those set of statements were very well put, and the final valuable lesson is the real intention of communication is more to connect, form a deeper bond, and with ideas traveling. All of those brilliantly done. Now coming to the parts where you can work upon, I think the speech was slightly short. You could have gone much more deeper into probably the incidents that you experienced. Well, you did enact a scenario where you said, no, the idea won't work, and then how you changed it to, yeah, let's see where it goes. So this, maybe you could have given a little more scenarios or played it out, and also you stuck to one kind of communication style while you also went into maybe what the lesson you learned from the book. Maybe you could elaborate a little bit on the other kind of communication styles and why this style is what you go with. While you did mention body language and tone and how you see the response from another person, maybe you could give incidents of how you can change your communication style or something like that. But yeah, overall, amazing speech. Next time, maybe to challenge yourself, you can see how you can add more vocal variety and body language to actually show the different communication styles and how it works. And one other challenge, I know you speak in Hindi from the heart, but maybe not everyone in the room can actually understand nuance. So you could translate it a bit from next time. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shuba, for a wonderful evaluation, I must say. I enjoyed your evaluation because it was both encouraging and the feedback was pointed. And honestly, I have nothing much to add to her evaluation. But Toastmaster Rahul, I am inclined to agree with her. picture paints 1,000 words, and giving one example over 2.5 minutes of speaking could have made a big difference to the specifics. You said things like relationships are broken over the way things are said. One example would have sufficed for this, really. But with that, a round of applause to both our speakers. We have a special evaluation today for our table topic speaker, and that is going to be conducted by Toastmaster Ujwal.
Namaste fellow Toastmasters and my target speaker Toastmaster. A beautifully conducted table topic session with a topic theme that was correlating to the theme. Here are a few things that went really well in your table topic session as a part of active listening. You had a very templated response which was either a summary or adding your view to each of the members. That ensured that in cases where you had your own view, you were able to add and thus enhance the speaker's delivery, and in case where you did not have an opinion or you did not want to present your opinion, you gave a just summary of what the speaker said to encourage and enhance what we understood from the speaker's statement. Second thing that went really well is handling a change of topic. Sometimes a speaker that comes on stage is not comfortable with a given topic, and you handle it really well by giving a simpler topic to the speaker in question. The third thing that went really well is at times you nodded and communicated verbally to the speaker that you agreed with their statements when a question arose. I would not like to quote the names of the speakers in question. Here are a few things that you could work upon to elevate your active listening skills to the next level. Starting off with the way you responded to the topics. It is not the job of the table topics master to connect to the topic, that is when the speaker does not speak about the relevant topic but chooses to deviate from it. It is not the responsibility of a topics master to connect it back to the theme as a part of what is given in the evaluation criteria. The second being connecting to the topic, where a specific topic was chosen and the speaker did not choose to fully agree with it or deviate from it. There was a middle line where you also chose neither to agree nor to disagree, and we were left in the midst, not sure of how either went, and thus the view was muddled. The second thing is the time for responses. There were certain responses where you gave a response for 5 seconds, 15 seconds, and 30 seconds to different people. And where there were longer responses, it felt like you were given a table topic, and during the shorter responses, it felt like you did not listen to the speaker or you did not appreciate their views. Rather, I would suggest have a 2 or 3 line template or a specific time bound response to each topic so every member feels that they have been heard and appreciated. The final thing that you could work upon is to return the greeting to all the members. Most members that took up the lectern today said a good evening. I heard for a few of them you returned the greeting, but as a topics master and as a person who's doing active listening, it is your role to give a response in the greeting, to encourage us as the audience to return the greeting as well. To summarize, you had a templated response using a summary or adding your own view, handling a change of topics and responding to the speaker when you were addressed. Things that you could work upon to elevate your active listening skills is not to add what is not a part of the topic. Choose to have your own view or summarize it. Don't stay in the middle. And time your responses using a template. And finally, return greeting to encourage the members and the person on the lectern itself. With that, I wish you all the very best for your future speeches, and back to the Deepa.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ujwal, for the clinical evaluation. This speech, this project was about testing her active listening skills, and I think he's done a very good job at pointing out where she has listened well and what she could do better. Huge round of applause to him for this. And I'm seeing that your week on week, your feedback is improving as well. The feedback you are giving each person. I think each of us can definitely improve with that. Thank you so much. And to Toastmaster Deepa, lovely set of topics. I think it challenged every speaker who came here. They couldn't take it for a ride. They had to really think and attack the topic. So good job on that. Although it was cheeky, I would say, along the lines of politics, like right there on the line. But you know what? Once in a while, you're allowed to go there. So let's give a round of applause to the team. Now that we're done with the three speeches, or two speeches and the three evaluations, let's move on to our TAPG team. Let's start with our counter, Toastmaster Sachin.
So, good evening everyone. So, first I would like to note certain names will be repeated twice because they would have taken up different roles and they would have done the table topic as well. So, Toastmaster Apoorva 2 hours, Toastmaster Adishwar 2 hours, Toastmaster Jyoti 1 hour, Toastmaster Lata 1 hour, DTM MU but 1 repeated word and. Now coming to the prepared speeches. Speaker 1, Toastmaster Rekha 2 hours, her evaluator Toastmaster Midhun 3 hours, Speaker 2, Toastmaster Rahul 2 hours, his evaluator Toastmaster Shuba 6 hours. Now coming to the table topic, Toastmaster Deepa flawless, Toastmaster Darshan 2 hours, Toastmaster Lata flawless, Toastmaster Shuba 1 hour, Toastmaster Rachana 1 DTM MU Bhatt flawless, Toastmaster Midhun 4 hours and 2 and 1 repeated word and, Toastmaster Jyoti T 2 hours, Toastmaster Apoorva 2 hours and guest Vijay Upendra flawless, and general evaluator Toastmaster Chethan 3 hours and 1 and the table topic evaluator Ujwal 1 pause. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sachin, for your elaborate evaluation. I think your crutch word is so. With that, let's move to our grammarian Toastmaster Lata.
Good evening once again.
Good evening.
Okay, coming to the good usages or the phrases what I found was very good. Bow down to the soil, everyone share the movement, passion towards business, learn and unlearn, go for toss, speak with curiosity, opens the room for conversation, ideas travel, builds a bridge, choice of word, excellent at, conclusion was impactful, refinement in structure and delivery, strongest and finest, templated response, encourage and enhance. I couldn't find any not so good usages, but there's one term, one word that was loafer, which is not supposed to be used. We should find a different word. Okay, and there was only one person who used the word of the week cheeky, and that was our general evaluator, and I hope I have not missed anyone. I would request everyone to please use the word of week in the sentences, but in the right context. So request everyone, and this is all from the grammarian side.
Thank you to our grammarian and ex-president Toastmaster Lata. Up next, let's hear from our timer, Toastmaster Jyoti.
Good evening, everyone.
started at 6 minutes 24. Yeah, 6:24. Now coming to the timing, the prepared speeches, the allowed time limit is 5 to 7. So our first speaker, Toastmaster Rekha, you have taken around 5 minutes 39 seconds. And second speaker, Toastmaster Rahul, you have taken around 5 minutes 40 seconds. Then coming to the evaluations, the time limit is around 2 to 3 minutes. So our first evaluator, Toastmaster Midhun, you have taken around 2 minutes 56 seconds. The second evaluator, Toastmaster Shuba, you have exceeded a limit by 30 seconds. So you have taken total around 3 minutes 33 seconds. Toastmaster Ujwal, you have taken around 3 minutes 48 seconds. So you have exceeded the limit there. Yes, so that's all from my side.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jyoti. Finally, let's hear from our TPV evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Ujwal.
Mr. General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. We had set ourselves 4 guidelines. One was keeping our mobiles in silent mode. I think I didn't hear any phones ringing. Second was regarding entry and exit. I didn't see anybody going when the applause was not there. We did greatly. And I didn't observe any crosstalk amongst the persons as the meeting went on. There was no talk of sex, politics and religion, in spite of the grave and the very provocation from the tabletop master, including from yourself faithfully, who has got very strong political opinions. So we should congratulate all of us to not to fall into the trap set up by you. But otherwise, I feel we should have done great for ourselves. Congratulations to all of us. Back to the media.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Ujwal. And one feedback for you, sir. Your loudness level is on point. Whatever drama you're doing with your hearing aid seems to be working. So I think we've covered everyone now except our MC. So let's come to Toastmaster Adishwar. Great job selecting the theme. Wonderful quotes. I asked him earlier, he said he had given a speech about patriotism earlier. Some of these quotes were from there. So well done, well researched, well put out, and you have memorized all of them really well. Because remembering quotes is very, very hard, and I'm so happy with how well you delivered it today. It makes me proud to listen. The one piece of feedback that I would like to give you is to memorize the intros of different people, because it's not that hard. You see them week on week, you know, you've heard it a million times, you can do it right, you can add your own spin to it, and it makes a difference. It makes everyone know that you've spent the effort to know that, to listen to them. That's the only feedback I have for you. That I think I must have covered. Oh, okay. Everyone please vote. I guess I forgot to mention that earlier, so please go ahead and cast your votes on the ballot. Let's take about 30 seconds to do this. Meanwhile, I guess I'm done with evaluating everyone here, so I give the charge. Oh, before I do that, I would like the opportunity to remind us all of one thing. There are 2 kinds of speeches that we give here. One are the project speeches, the other one are the MC, the GE, these kind of speeches. When it's a GE or a essay or a presidential speech, I like to pick generic topics that we can find plenty of information about on the internet, through books, etc., or newspapers, and build a body surrounding and connecting it to the theme. But if it's a project that we're doing, say for example, the one that Toastmaster Rahul did today was about understanding your communication style. These kind of speeches are about soul searching, where we have to go down, dig deep and see where the project content connects with our lives and understand how best to bring out these different elements. And it's when we do this, we can go all the way back to our childhood and see elements, connect them to our present day, to the weeks before, to the months before, and we can produce some really beautiful, magical work if we do this. So take the opportunity to do both things. Thank you. And with that, back to our.
A nation isn't something outside of us. It lives in the small things within us, the things we do every day. It's how we treat people, how honest we are, and how responsible we choose to be even when no one's watching us. We may be ordinary citizens, but through these small choices, we quietly keep our country strong. Because in the end, a nation survives when its people care. I would like to end by saying, "Sare jahan se acha, Hindustan hamara." Thank you.
Thank you to our debutant Toastmaster Adishwar, who did a wonderful job. Overall, it has been a great meeting. I know it is not our regular meetings that happens on Mondays, but the energy was intact. We had some wonderful speeches, wonderful prepared speeches, and I would say cheeky table topic session like our G mentioned, and an articulated general evaluation by Toastmaster Chethan. Let me quickly get into the winners of the week. The best, I think one more person has to vote. So the best evaluator award goes to someone's evaluation which was on point, Toastmaster Ujwal. The best table topic goes to Toastmaster Darshan. The best TAPG role taker goes to Toastmaster Lata, our grammarian for the day. The best MTG role taker is our general evaluator for the day, Toastmaster Chethan. And the best speaker award goes to, I guess both are the winners, goes to Toastmaster Rahul and Toastmaster Rekha. With that, we come to the end of meeting number 1352.